I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Welcome back to the Quarter Mile Podcast. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for, yeah, it's just nice. It's a nice spirit of thankfulness to start off. I like that. If you're here, we're talking about the movie Snakes on a Plane today. Just one of Samuel L. Jackson's greatest hits.
I mean,
so here's the interesting thing about this episode is we don't know when in our lineup this episode's actually airing. It is sometime in the future, but who's to say what's going on in the world? You know, like you might have won the lottery. You might,
dude, if I win the lottery, me and you are gonna, I don't know where we're gonna go, but I'm gonna take you somewhere because you are like fun to kick it with.
Yeah.
You know what we should go? We should go to like Mexico.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Good,
yeah.
Authentic.
We should go eat at all because it's like every time you watch one of these movies and it ends with them in Mexico, maybe on the run or they have a nice new life or whatever. They always seem like they're at really good restaurants.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I think me and you, if I win the lottery, me and you should go and just go get some fat tacos, burritos, fajitas.
If I win the lottery, by the time this episode drops, whenever it is, we'll go to like Italy or like one of those nice like those places.
Do that.
Like because that's another place people run off to. Paris,
I'll do that.
And they have so yeah, or who knows? Like maybe podcasts are outlawed. Maybe there's a World War III.
Notice that we're yet again talking about food in our podcast.
That's true. We didn't even get about 2 minutes into it. We already were. So well, listen, we're happy you're here. I have no context of what's going on.
Who cares?
But you know what? Follow us on all the social medias. Keep up with whatever the coolest, latest thing is that we're doing. But we are glad you're here. We're talking about Snakes on the Plane. So let's go ahead and get on that plane, huh? So this movie came out in 2006, which is the same year I graduated high school.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and the budget was $33 million. CJ, if you had to guess, how much do you think they made?
Budget was $33 million. I want to say they made $56 million. That was the number in my head. 56.
Okay, that was pretty close. It's actually $62 million.
Oh, look at me.
But it's so funny because at date, the last movie we reviewed was 2012, and their budget was way bigger. They made, there was like 200 million, I think you said, and then I think they made like 700 million.
Yeah, they made like 790, almost 800 million.
And that was just 3 years after this movie.
Yep.
So that's just kind of, not all movies make tons of money. And I guess this was like a passion project for them. I don't know.
Who directed this?
I didn't pull up who directed it.
I can find it.
Please find it. Who directed this? I'll talk about the cast while you pull up who directed it. Samuel L. Jackson, obviously, Neville Flynn, Agent Flynn. I think he was just playing Samuel L. Jackson, though. Honestly, I think he was just doing his things. Then we had Juliana Margulis.
Yes.
Margulis?
Yes, that's her
Claire
name.
Miller.
She's good.
She was good. I liked her. I was expecting when I looked her up to see that she'd been in a lot more other stuff. She has been in a lot of stuff, but I just didn't know it. But the only thing I recognized that she's been in for an extended stay was she was in ER. She was a recurring character in ER.
She was.
And I don't watch ER, but that it was something I had heard of, so I thought that was cool. Nathan Miller played Sean Jones.
Yeah.
And he was in a lot of stuff I'd never heard of. So I don't know much about him. Of course, Kenan Thompson was Troy.
Can you believe
saved the day by landing the plane because of all his video games? He'd be a good triple X.
Kenan Thompson of all people, Kenan Thompson.
I like Kenan Thompson. I like his movies. I liked him in Kenan and Kel and original Nickelodeon days.
I love Kenan. I have no issue with Kenan.
He's a little like I can say I've met him before. And,
oh really?
Yeah, and he's just a little bit more serious than like or a little bit more than the goofy persona you see on the T. And he's great, but like that's just something to me that like. Sometimes you see these actors as complete goofballs, and then you meet them in real life, and then they were doing the roles, and so
I believe that.
And then maybe the most interesting one for me, we had Elsa Pataki. I'm not saying her name correctly at all. Who played Maria, the mom who kind of helped. She had her baby, and she.
Yeah.
And
I remember her.
We know her in this podcast from Elena in the Fast and Furious saga.
That's right.
It was kind of funny to me because in Fast 8, her and her baby were being held hostage. and they killed her. They didn't kill the baby. They killed her in that movie. So between that movie and this movie, I just think this actress needs to stay away from planes.
Yeah, she's done.
Or maybe when they're casting her, they're like, man, she would be great in a perilous plane trip. She's got her face screams, put her in a bad airplane.
Right. David R. Ellis.
David R. Ellis.
And John Hefferman, Sebastian Gutierrez, and others were the writers.
Okay, very cool. I have not heard of any of them.
Yeah. But and cool. Flex Alexander was in this.
Yes. Yeah, he was the dude, the celebrity rapper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of the more interesting characters to me.
I agree.
He had his moment, was a real jerk, but you saw him kind of dealing with like cleanliness and health issues and a little bit of fame issues. That was interesting. They did a good job of each character had like something going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's some trivia. When the male flight attendant puts the snake in the microwave, he can be seen hitting the snake preset button on the microwave. Did you catch that?
No. The what? There is not.
I don't think there really is a snake preset. I just think this and that's like something about this movie that was fun, is just how over the top ridiculous it is. Someone literally wrote a movie about how to stop a witness from testifying, the bad guy, instead of like any normal form of killing him, was like, I'm going to fill a plane with snakes
and kill
everyone and use pheromones to make it happen.
I was trying to figure out for the life of me, because I was like, are the snakes on crack?
Yeah, that's what one of them said. Essentially, the snakes were on crack. That was the effect. I don't know if would that work. I
think so.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, because snakes go off pheromones.
Okay, because I don't know like anything about science, but when I was watching something like this, seems a little of a stretch.
No, snakes don't attack you unless they are like So like the garter snakes that were in the cockpit, you ain't got nothing to worry about with them. But the mother snakes, like when he was using the bathroom. Yeah,
that
was an aggressive move on that man's part.
Oh my gosh,
that was an aggressive move. That snake was like, "Are you kidding me?"
And
he went to town on his wanker.
We'll talk about that. That is when we do My Best Bits. That's one of the scenes that comes up for it.
Oh, okay.
But that was a funny and weird. That I audibly laughed at.
Really?
That was pretty funny. So but yeah, that was the fun part about this movie was it did not take itself too seriously.
No.
But it also, like, in fun movie land, explained everything. Like the fact that like they had to bring in the Venom expert to, they tried to like they made it like, if this actually happened, how would we handle it?
I especially love the fact when the woman was like, I need some olive oil.
Right.
Like she knew like a homemade remedy, but at the same time, like you said, if it's not the right remedy, it could kill you.
Yeah, thank goodness that would have been awkward if it's like, whoops, that was the wrong one.
Right, so that was good. That was good for me. I enjoyed that.
The movie's line, I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, was voted as number 55 in the 100 greatest movie lines by Premiere in 2007.
I couldn't believe that.
You believe that?
Everybody says it. I mean, we still say it.
It is. When you think of this movie, that's like
one line you gonna say.
It's a sound bit on Instagram. When I was posting about this movie, that was it. It had its own. Usually, it has like theme songs or whatever. Had its own sound bit for that line. So nice. Yeah. Also, like when I heard about that, I was like, well, what was the number one greatest movie line? It was some line from like Casablanca's. Like it wasn't. It was.
Here's Looking at You.
Yes. So maybe I need to see the movie before I judge that line, because I was like, that didn't seem very.
Here's Looking at You, sweetheart.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Huh. It's one of the most. Yeah, it's Casablanca.
Oh, so did it warrant being the best line of two? Okay, well,
Here's Looking at You, like the whole thing. It was like, and at the end of it, he literally was like, "I'm out." Here's looking, like literally, one of those movie lines could possibly also be from Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, maybe that. I bet you. I mean, with 54 ahead of it, there probably was.
Yeah,
I think they should have. 2006. That would have been Tokyo Drift. They should have put when he makes a Donkey Kong reference. I think that should have been.
I don't know if any fans are gonna be able. There is memorable.
Absolutely not.
But
450 snakes were used, including one 22-foot long Burmese python, and they named it Kitty.
Okay, you know what? I'm finna quit this podcast because what?
But that was a big old python.
Dude, that python was that man deserved it.
Yep. Absolutely.
He was the one that deserved it.
And it was not only did you feel that as the audience, but nobody attempted to help him.
No.
Or like looks at, or once he died, no one was like, "Oh, bummer." Like it was like that was a good death.
Yeah, that was a warranted death.
That's funny. We've already and we'll talk about it at the end, but we've already referenced the 3 scenes that are in my.
That's great. Okay, so now I got
it was the because it was the that scene where he threw he got the puppy killed, and then then it was the microwave one and the pee-pee scene. But we'll cover that later. Now, if this isn't your first episode with us, I want to take you back to, I believe, when we covered SWAT, and we learned that CJ has a secret gift, a superpower, some would say. She can channel the essence of Samuel L. Jackson better than anyone I've ever heard. I don't even know if I think she probably is Samuel L. Jackson. I've never seen the two of them in the same room together. So
it's just, I think it's because I have a deep voice for a woman.
Yeah,
and I'm from Chattanooga, so
so is he. Did you hear his Tennessee reference?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would not. It was funny.
He went to school with mine.
Yeah, I had no. It was after we talked about that, but as soon as he said that, I think I would have just thought it was cool ordinarily because I'm from Tennessee too. But then, like, as soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh, because he's from Chattanooga."
He's from Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, so we brought Samuel L. Jackson onto the podcast with us to give us from the voice of what was his name? Flynn, Agent Flynn.
Agent Flynn.
From Agent Flynn's perspective, what happened in this movie? Well, you're about to hear it.
Let's talk about it. So here I am trying to escort a key witness named Sean Jones from Hawaii to Los Angeles. It sounds simple, right? Wrong, because somebody decided to turn this flight into Animal Planet version of a horror show. See, this dirtbag crime boss, Eddie Kim, doesn't like Sean testifying against him. So instead of hiring a hitman like a normal villain, he goes full reptile, loads the planes with hundreds of venomous snakes, sets off a pheromone timer to rile them up mid-flight, and lets nature take its nasty course. Now imagine this. I'm mid-air, sipping on weak airline coffee, and suddenly snakes start slithering out the overhead bins, toilets, ventilation systems. One dude even got a rattler to the neck mid bathroom break. These ain't your garden variety wiggle noodles. We talking pipe vipers, cobras, and one freaking python that decided a snack time meant swallowing a human whole. You got passengers screaming, flight attendants losing it, and me, Agent Flynn, standing there like, I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Yeah, I said it. Loud, clear, cinematically perfect. So what do? We channel every ounce of TSA level survival instinct we've got. I coordinate with the pilot. Once we, get the ones who's alive, we talk down panicked passengers, duct tape some snake big limbs, and even toss a microwave full of explosives out the window because apparently FAA regulations don't matter when you in a serpentine apocalypse. In the end, we land the plane, the snakes are dead, Sean survives to testify, and Eddie Kim gets what's coming to him. But let me tell you, I ain't ever flying coach again.
Perfect.
Yay! I did good.
Do you ever just give yourself motivational speeches from the voice of Samuel L. Jackson?
Absolutely, every day, every morning.
Just you look in the mirror.
Every morning. I wake up and say, good motherfucking night.
I love it. Good. As well you should. If I could do that impersonation as well as you could, I probably would.
I feel like Sam Jackson should narrate my life, but I think that because he's just such he can be funny and serious at the same time. And in this movie, he really was funny and serious.
Yeah.
Like everything about him.
Well, was he the straight man in the ridiculousness of the whole scope?
I would have to say so. Like he asked that man, what did I tell you when we first met?
Yeah.
Like, listen to me. Like, so his head being on straight throughout this whole time, throughout the whole plane was just, I think, genius Samuel Jackson. But just, he has some quips in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has some funny quips. And Sam Jackson can be very funny.
And I love that he did this movie. I mean, this is a cast of people we've not really heard of that much.
No.
And then in researching about the trivia, there was several times where someone was like, "Oh, the name of this movie is too dumb for Samuel L. Jackson," and he was like, "No, I like the name. Keep it as is."
Yeah.
Like he knew He seemed like a team player for this movie.
I feel like he wasn't, and it ended up being. I mean, it made more than what it was supposed to be, and it ended up being. I mean, one of his best lines of all times.
Yeah, it was so funny how how dramatic that line was. Like that, it was. I didn't know because this was my first time actually seeing this movie.
Really?
But I knew about the line. I knew about the title says the plot. I knew what was going on. So,
snakes on this
and
motherfucking
it
plane.
just as iconic as the line is, it was kind of ridiculous in the context of the movie. It hits the big musical note, and he just goes from 0 to 1,000. It's like, I'm tired of, right there. And it was fun though. I liked it. So.
I mean, because it just encompasses everything that everybody was thinking. Like, dude, if I see one more snake, I'm going to die. Yeah. Like everything about that movie, honestly, and I loved it because it kept me like, oh no, oh God, no. I loved everything about it.
It's fun. I enjoyed it. It was just a dumb, ridiculous, fun movie. What a weird plot. That would be a hard one to replicate. I don't think there's ever going to.
Wasn't there a movie called Snakes on a Train?
Oh, maybe there is. Maybe they did replicate.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe this was just kind of an adaptation to Snakes on a Plane.
Oh, okay. So did this one come first, and then Snakes on a Train?
I don't know. You know me. I love.
Let's figure that. I know that the working the title they used for this while it was in production was just called Anaconda 4.
Now, really?
Yeah, even though there's not been a 2 or 3, I don't think, at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But while you're pulling that up, let's look at what we had some fast fan feedback.
Oh yeah, I want to hear about this feedback. Let's hear some reviews.
Always just a reminder: we post what movies we're reviewing every Tuesday, unless the world's ended, and we haven't done that in a while. I don't know. We don't.
Holy shit! They came out the same year.
Really? What?
Snakes on a Train came out in 2006.
Yeah, and then so did Snakes on a Plane.
Yes, it did.
Were they at all related?
I don't. Oh wow! No, this got a 18 on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch this.
Yeah, this
is a bad movie.
Let's add that to the list. Does it say action in the subtitle?
It does. It says horror and action.
That sounds like I would be interested to see the sequel. My brain is the sequel to Snakes on a Plane. Anyway, we ask for your opinions every Tuesday on Instagram and Facebook and Threads. You can follow us on all the things. We're also on TikTok and YouTube. But yeah, join our conversations whenever we ask about the movies. We'd love to hear your thoughts on them. And here's some thoughts on Snakes on the Plane. Joe Hoswell from Facebook said, "Great movie, classic Sam Jackson. The movie delivers exactly what it promises, and that's a good thing." I think it's fair.
I think it's fair.
Yeah. W.T. Muley, also on Facebook, says, "If you go in with low expectations, you will love it. Ridiculous premise, flawless execution."
I agree.
No one goes into this thing like, I can't wait to watch this cinematic masterpiece that's going to make me rethink everything I know about life.
I'm going to lie. When I first saw the movie, when it said snakes on a plane, I was like, now is this just going to be like, I didn't know it was going to be that many.
Right.
Like, I just thought it was going to be like rattlesnakes and they were, I didn't really know because when I very first saw it, but I get that.
It was when I first, and one of these reviews will talk about it too. But when I first saw it, and I saw all the CGI snakes. At first, I was like, "Whoa, I didn't expect that." But then I was like, "What's the alternative? People getting bit by real snakes? No, this is probably better."
Yeah, yeah. I'm good.
So, and then Alex Brown on Instagram said, "I don't know if they made the movie to be a comedy or a serious movie. If they stuck to one and leaned into it more, it would have been a good movie. I just remember watching the movie and being confused. It's the same category for me as Sharknado."
Oh, now, wait a minute. I don't know about that.
No? I feel like with this movie, you have to lean into the comedy. If you tried to make it a serious movie, like a serious
because I still don't understand how that couple, he ended up, but then it was a couple that ended up with her clothes off, and then they...
Yeah, those are two different passengers. Yeah, they're yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get it because Flex was, and then Flex is not him and Keenan. You had to have some comedy. I mean, if Keenan is in a movie, it's going to be comedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So no, okay, yeah, I get that. Okay,
yeah, I loved those the guy, the celebrity and his dudes. One of them playing the games. They were a fun dynamic.
I love how he got bit in the ass.
Yep, and that's like his whole. I'm glad he didn't die. I'm glad it was just a painful thing that they were working on.
I just was thinking, like, sir, do you really think that woman's finna go back there and suck on your big
Right.
There is no way you've been sitting your fat ass down and no, nobody's getting back there.
They're just like, you got enough fat.
Right. You can absorb it. It'll take a little longer.
So we got a couple movies reviews. You guys know how I do. I bring in one bad movie review and I bring in one good movie review.
I want to hear it. Let's go.
So here's the bad one. For the love of God, don't see this. I'd give this a negative rating if I could. The snakes are obviously fake. And the first two things they bite are a boob and a guy's Johnson. Oh, how original. If I were a 12-year-old boy, I might laugh at that. I have no idea how this movie became so popular. Seriously, the worst thing I've ever seen. I wasn't entertained. It wasn't funny. I wasn't even bored. I wasn't anything. It wasn't even so bad, it was good. It was just bad. Ridiculous, actually. Please do not waste your money on this movie. Don't even rent it.
Well, shit.
Yeah, that guy, imagine being that angry about a movie, right? Like, imagine being so infumed that that's the kind of passion that comes out when you talk about
Damn, sir. So, tell me how you feel without telling me how you feel, sir.
Yeah, no, he seems like a cool hang.
Yeah, absolutely.
So cool. Well, this one, and I don't know if this one is like sarcastically talking about how amazing it is, or if this is literally someone's opinion about this movie.
I want to hear.
But we'll see. Tell me what you think, if it's valid or he's just being, goofy.
Okay.
Best mother trucking movie ever. This was the greatest movie I'd ever seen. It contained all elements of coolness and awesomeness that presaged it on the internet. Samuel L. Jackson brings power and force to the screen and enlivens a story that sounds like a kid came up with it. In fact, the storyline can be a beloved one because of the acting and the power of which Samuel L. Jackson and CGI snakes provide. Violent deaths, nasty swollen bite things, guns, so much I can't even name another awesome thing about this movie. You just go see it. If you want to live happy, then you will do what I say. Go see it. I actually just about lost my job by calling out sick to see this movie. Do I regret it? Hell no. This movie was worth losing my job of almost a year. So if I can lose my job and be this happy, then why can't you go on your day off and enjoy it?
He was sincere. He might have been a little overzealous, but
right. I want to know if this guy's still employed. Like if
right, like yeah.
Someone check on him. If that's you, let us know how you
think. And I'm going to answer your question about snakes on a plane and snakes on a train. So here's a fun fact that we are finding out in real time. It says, "Is Snakes on a Train a sequel to Snakes on a Plane?" Snakes on a Train is a 2000 direct-to-video action thriller horror released by the Asylum as a mockbuster in August 15, 2006. Aspects of the film are inspired by Snakes on a Plane, which was scheduled for theatrical release 3 days later on August 18th, 2006.
Okay, so they filmed Snakes on a Plane in like 2003.
Right.
Which is why they kind of came out about the same time.
There you go.
That's confusing to me.
Yeah.
When that happens with movies. We had another movie, A Man Apart, that was filmed a year or two beforehand, but they wanted to wait for Fast and Furious and Triple X to come out.
Yeah.
So that like Vin Diesel would have more fame or whatever.
Yeah. That's weird. This one was more about a young woman under a powerful curse boards a train to get a cure, but the snakes growing inside of her burst out and attack other passengers. So a horrible movie, and I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that.
This episode, we're gonna wait till we're super famous.
Yeah,
we're gonna drop this episode. And it will predate. We'll drop the Snakes on the Train episode.
I mean, the only person that I think I know on here is Amelia Jackson Gray, and she's known for Girl on the Roof, Point Magoo, and The Campaign.
Huh?
And that's it.
The Campaign. That's the Seth Rogen one. Yeah, yep. I've seen that.
Yeah. And I think that's the only reason I know her face.
Yep. We've talked about it a little bit. What do you have any other thoughts or insights or things about this movie?
Honestly, enjoyed it. I mean, a lot of the parts were kind of weird to me. A lot of them, like I said, they kind of kept me on the edge of my seat. Especially, I didn't like when the snakes were really going for the kids. I know they don't care who they were going for, but it was just like, I don't know why I was yelling at the TV. Like, don't get them. Like, they're doing nothing. They're not. And I know they go by heat, so they're just going after anybody, but
I was okay with it because them attacking kids added to the thrill and suspense of it. Now, if any of the kids had died, that was where
I would have drawn the
because
line right
in the
there.
back of my head, I was like, they'll be fine. But it is interesting that adds to the terror of like this.
Yeah, that was the only thing. Oh, and the man who got his head crushed when they were on the rampage.
Oh
Or
yeah,
was
yeah,
his
yeah,
eye?
yeah.
Or
That was crazy.
that was it for me. That was a
Honestly
good
though,
one for me.
that could happen. I feel like people on a plane would lose it. And
Exactly, and I think the mechanics and the way it was built, I thought that was realistic.
mhm.
Like that was a big fighter. But I don't remember seeing the man who put the snakes on the plane.
The only thing you saw was the guy spraying the pheromones.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
Right. Right. Yeah. So so that makes me wonder. Like, so I guess someone delivered the snakes on the plane.
Did he do it with the cat?
They were in the same space with the cat because it was like
Okay.
pets and stuff like that. But yeah, that was what if we? It makes you wonder. Like, was this the first time this criminal guy had used snakes on a plane to take out a bad guy?
Exactly.
Right? Or like, is it that his go-to? Oh, I got to deal with someone in the air. Send in
Like, what makes you think that you can just take out everybody just so nobody gets you?
Yeah, like that was the idea. Is like this will either get the witness or it'll crash a plane. I just feel like there's so much easier ways of taking care of your dude.
And he still testified against you.
Yeah. Oh man, you better believe if I had to go through all that.
Oh, you going down.
Yeah. What was it? One of the things that was there's a lot of fun inconsistencies about this movie, but like one of the ones that felt a little off was when Samuel L. Jackson first meets the guy. They're like, he saves them. They're in the car, and they seem really buddy. And then right then, without any like I almost feel like there's like a scene that got deleted or whatever, but it goes into
like it did. I think it's a couple of alternate scenes,
right.
alternate endings in this.
Because when they get right to the interrogation scene, both of them are acting like the witness is just being really belligerent and difficult. And like that scene right beforehand, he just saved his life. They were just like they were
hunky dory. They were happy. Yeah.
So
No.
I was like, what happened? I think so, but yeah,
no, and the python, I don't care what nobody say. That got me right there, baby.
Yeah.
That python got me because my thing was how did no one see him getting out?
No. Well, and it's like also how did he
get there?
Yeah. He was just waiting to the end. He was big as big old python. And like how did I forgot the name of the actor, but he's Todd Packer in The Office, the co-pilot who ended up being the main pilot.
Oh yeah.
He lasted so long in that cockpit, but don't you think when the pilot died, they would have like gotten them like sealed off?
Sealed off. That's all I'm saying. Like, what was that about? And then them going down.
Yeah.
It was a lot of inconsistencies.
A lot of
fun inconsistencies.
Smart snakes. It was kind of fun to see their villainous personality.
I enjoyed that because I feel like they were working together.
Yeah.
I feel like the snakes really did start working together.
They gave it their best shot. I enjoyed it. It was a fun movie. I would not say like, man, this was just the most amazing like cinematic masterpiece. Anyone who watches this though, I feel like knows it's just gonna be a fun dumb movie.
It's just a good feel good movie.
You got everything you wanted from it. You got snakes on a plane. You got action. You got thrills. You got Samuel L. Jackson. Which brings us to our Too Fast, Too Furious movie ranking.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I'll give it a fast. I enjoyed it. You know what? I'm gonna give it a furious because I don't see myself like watching it again on purpose unless someone's like saying like, hey, do you want to watch this movie?
I'm gonna give it a furious as well, and only because I enjoyed it. But I don't think that. Yeah, I'm like you. I'm gonna put it on again, maybe because I'm like it made me itch a little bit too.
You're just like looking around for snakes while you're watching.
Little bit too much. That was a little bit too much. So I'm okay.
Yeah, that's fair. It was good. Now I'm intrigued though on snakes on a train though. That's kind of
oh, we're watching that.
Yeah, right. Like stay tuned for whenever we drop that episode.
Oh, we're watching that.
So, okay, so we're at my best bits. Drew's best bits. At this point, I have no idea what our score is. I don't even know if, maybe America's outlawed competitions now. This might be illegal. This might be like a red tape episode not allowed because we're talking about a contest. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But so my theme was funniest deaths.
Oh.
Okay. So 3 scenes, I believe in order of appearance. So the first one
And I'm picking which one you
so
was funniest to you.
You're picking the scene that's funniest to me. That was the funniest death.
Okay. All right, go.
So the first one is the dude that got his penis bitten off by a snake and then got murdered by that. Right at the beginning. He goes to the bathroom, snake jumps out of the toilet. Remember that one?
Right.
Yep. So that's number 1.
Okay.
Second one was the flight attendant microwaving the snake. Also, what's fun about these bits is I've picked a different. I've had a different animal being killed in each one. So,
well, they're all different
first
snakes.
one
Yeah.
was a human, got killed by the snake.
Okay.
Second one was the flight attendant who microwaved the snake, so the
Right.
snake was the death. Third one, R.I.P. A little sad, but was when the dog got eaten by the snake. It was that scene was so ridiculous. And I couldn't help but laugh, especially because immediately after the dude dies for it. But like, you can't help but laugh a little bit because, like, wow, that was random.
Yeah.
So those are my 3. So we got dude being killed by the snake in the bathroom, flight attendant microwaving the snake, and then dog getting eaten by the snake.
I think because you're so silly, I think I'm gonna go with the microwave snake.
That's correct. That was so funny and weird. That was so. It almost felt. Yeah, you got a point. I don't know what our score is.
I think you're still in lead.
You think so?
Yeah, after the last one.
Well, remember we don't know when this episode's coming out.
Oh, that's true. So we might be neck and neck
Who
right
knows?
now.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just dominating. Maybe I
The last time you did win the last time.
I did win the last one that we recorded, and maybe for all we know, I've won everyone since then.
No, we're not doing that. No.
Or maybe I'm so far behind that, or maybe
I think you're ahead, or like we're right neck and neck.
Okay, that sounds right. Let us know. We'll know.
Yeah, we'll know. He ain't that ahead of me.
That was it. That was our competition. That was fun.
And you like the snake getting microwaved.
That was the funniest part. The over the top cheesy bloody graphics or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I honestly thought the snake was gonna come out and get him.
Right. It's rare in a movie like this where you see the random people like win against a snake.
Yeah. So
I will say that, and you're watching a movie from 2006 with 2025 mindset, but that I get bored with when you look at these old movies and the whole trope behind that character was like he was the gay guy he seemed like he was gay, and then the big twist was at the end he had a girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
And like every joke around him had something to do with like his homosexuality, and like 2006 we would have never even thought about it, but like in 2025 we're like, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, it's boring now.
Yeah, so cool.
That was fun.
Look at us. Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane.
Did we watch it? Maybe not again. But do we enjoy it? Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Good, fun, weird, ridiculous watch.
It was a good motherfucking movie.
Right. Who knows? This might be the transition episode between where we get into bad action movies afterwards.
I think we should.
Yeah, that'd be a fun thing to do. Well, follow us on all those things. Let us know how you're doing. You know what? Go have a great time. Be wary of snakes on planes. Don't
check your bags.
Check your bags. Work on your Samuel L. Jackson impression today and this
always
week.
Check your vomit bag.
Absolutely. And you know what?
And the toilet.
And the toilet. And all the spots in the plane. Anyway, whatever you do, have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great life. And live your life 1/4 mile at a time.
Peace.